All right, we've got a package in the mail from Norway. He's the much anticipated Iverson Munnharpe. I'll put in an order every now and again with him and then not hear from him for a while. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, the harps are done. So, anyways, let's cut these open. I think I'd gotten some tunings that I've gotten before. I also told him to experiment. I told him, go as low as you can with a Munnharpe. And he said, oh, well, I don't know how that'd sound. And I'm like, do it anyways. Let's see how it goes. I pay for an experiment. I love experimental harps. Also, his regular tunings are the last time. Every time I've gotten them, they've gotten better. My F2 and D2 Munnharpe are some of my favorite harps in my collection. Let's see here. There's a couple strokes here. You buy good blades for your utility knives. You can re-sharpen them, freshen them up, strop them, whatever. Especially if you're not doing heavy cutting, it's really easy to realign the edges on that. Oh, big C, E. Let's close this up for safety's sake. Okay, we see some of these are the Munnharpe minis. We refer to them. He refers to them as a beginner Munnharpe. What all we've got here? Oh man, we got a mess of them. Let's see what. There, I don't know if he did an experimental one or not. I'll be reusing this packaging. And I'll be providing a link above to theharper.com. If anybody's interested in these, there's also a link down below. If you scroll down, hit more, go scroll down in the description. There is a link as well, and there will be a link at the end. But let's just take a gander. Boom. What we've got here. Oh, that's a D2. Okay, so some of these, they have kind of a, I'd classify that as probably a hairband. And shipped on a simple wooden block to protect it. We have, it's Munnharpe, so it's wedge fixed. Very stylish recurve trigger. The gaps are just ridiculously tight. Let's check out one of the minis. I'm gonna throw one of these in my collection. Probably the lowest of them. The Munnharpe minis. I've got a couple in my collection. Really clean, really dry tone. But the proof's in the pudding. You gotta play them to know. Ooh, a shorty. Here's a G. Here compared to that D2 is a G2. Putting all these similar form. There's evidence of the forging. These are a forged instrument. Wedge fixed. Wedge is slightly protruding. So we have, E. There's D, E. As we're coming up in tone, they're getting longer. A C and an E. What's this? Oh, I guess the lowest he went was the C. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be hitting these with the Mighty Mist. If you get a harp in the mail, don't just stick it in your mouth. Clean it off. I use Mighty Mist, or sometimes if harps are dirty, I will definitely take them upstairs and do hot soapy water. One of your best ways to clean and sanitize your harps is hot soapy water. Ooh, wait. H. Ha. There's the lower one. There he experimented. There is a C and an H. Ooh. Let's check this out. I'm so excited. You're going to be a part of my collection, maybe. Let's get them up on here and get an ear on these. Okay, so let's get an ear on these. I'm going to be hitting them with the Mighty Mist. Is it Mighty Mist? Is it MIT Mist? I'm not sure. I just like to spray them off. If they're really dirty, I'll take them upstairs and wash them with warm, soapy water, just regular dish soap and water. But for most unboxings, if harps arrive really clean, I can just hit them with the mist and be just fine. You want to leave them sit for 30 seconds, at least a minute or so, after you clean them off and wipe them off, so that the alcohol has an opportunity to dry. Now, these are the Munnharpe Minis, or the beginner Munnharpe that Iverson sends. What I'm seeing is gaps are pretty consistent, decently tight. I don't think they're quite as tight as his regular professional Munnharpe. Ooh, that's an A2 right there. I'm using inward or toward myself strokes. Recurve triggers oftentimes don't like outward strokes. We'll try. Yeah, definitely with your Munnharpe, always pluck inward. I'd say upper end of medium level stiffness, relatively clear, really dry. A tad bit of sparkle there. Do, 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 whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Let's see. Let's play another one. I don't know if they're all in A2 or not, but that is an A2 Munnharpe Mini or beginner Munnharpe. Let's try this other one here. And they are wedge fixed. Another A2. I'd say all the melodic goodies. Upper end of medium level stiffness. I'd say it feels like a really melodic Morchung is what it reminds me of. Okay, well, we're going to start at the C2. There's a mess of C2s, D2s, a few E2s, F2s. Let's see what we got here. What they are is he's shipping them on a simple wedge with what looks like a ponytail or hairband. We'll give this C2, we'll give it a little spritz off. And a little rubbins. We'll do this one, and we'll do, let's see, the next tone in order be a D2. I think people have unanimously voted to keep all the sanitization and all the rambles in there, so I enjoy a good ramble. I'll talk this whole time while I'm doing something. Okay, let's try this C2. Now, C2 compared to the professional or the beginner Munnharpe or Munnharpe Mini, much longer, much tighter gaps. The gaps on this, look at this. His embouchure is swooping in back here, and it is tight. Stylish, recurved trigger. Wedge fixed. Check that compression. Compression's okay. With a relief at the end. I love a relief at the end. Oftentimes, on his harps, he'll have one arm slightly longer than the other. It's kind of a cool symmetrical, asymmetrical thing he's got going on there. Very buttery, very flexible reed. C2, I'd say this is more of a slow, precise player. I'm getting some outward strokes on it. However, with that big recurve trigger, I probably want to stick to inward. Oh, there we go. Now I'm finding my stride with it. Not a super loud C2. Very pleasing stiffness to it. It's very flexible. I could probably get lost in that. That's probably I would say that's a great meditative harp, because when I meditate, a lot of the times I'm playing harps that are lower in stiffness with a little bit more flexibility to them, because I can play a harp like that for 10 minutes and be just fine. Let's see, let's try the D2. We've just sanitized off. I'm saying compared to the C2, now we're going to be coming up in tone across this. The C2 or the D2 is definitely shorter. In general, harps of the same model, as you come up in tone, like we'll come all the way. There's the G2, the highest one he sent of this design, and then there's the C2. We're getting shorter as we're coming up in tone. Let's see about this D2. I'm seeing, yeah, just ridiculously tight gaps. Compression's okay. I've got a good, nice relief at the end. Very, very clean bell ring. A little bit stiffer than the C2, but still really flexible. Definitely better toward yourself or inward play. This is super trippy. I like that. I like the feel. I like the way he does the harps in D2. It's still got a good amount of flexibility to it. Let's keep coming up in tone. We got an E, F, and a G. Let's try E, F, G. That's like the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, we got E, and F, and a G. And are we going to continue, it looks like, to get shorter and shorter as we're coming up in tone? We'll just give it a squirt of the mist. And then a good rubbins. I've been transferring over to, on my regular jaw harps that I play every day that I already know are clean, using a cloth. Here I'm just using a paper napkin just because I'm going to throw it away when I'm done. There's still some evidence of, you can see there's still some mild evidence of the forging and metal working process. So I want to put that on the napkin and then throw it away. But yeah, for everyday harps now, I'm going with cloth for wiping them off once I have them clean. Okay. Let's see what we got here with the E2. Saying, man, it's a really cool forged style he does. There's evidence. If you feel down it, now the places where you put your teeth, very, very high levels of polish. I like that. I like it when they're smooth. But there's also on the edges, there's some evidence left of the forge. So there's kind of a combination of really refined polishing with evidence of, you know, the makings of the instrument. Stylish recurve trigger. Here we have most of them. One side is slightly longer than the other. I kind of like the asymmetry of it. It's really pretty. See what E2 sounds like? Definitely more stiff than the D2. Generous release at the end. However, the area that goes in front of the mouth gets super duper tight. Yeah, definitely a precise striker. There you go. Let's see if I can find the stride with it. Yeah, good sound. A little bit faster of a decay. Definitely a precise striker. I was really having to watch my pressure with that harp. Let's try. Let's see what we got with the F2. Here's F2. Oh, yeah, I have an F2 already. That's just wonderful. I'd say one of my favorite tones in the Munnharpe is F2. It's like up there, super melodic, but also you get some of the qualities of the mid-range too. Yeah, I can't keep another F2. Can't add another F2 Munnharpe to my collection. I've already got one. Let's try. We got 2 harps left. We got the G2, and I'm just going to go ahead and give the H. This was the experimental one. He said he didn't know how making a Munnharpe down in that really down below C2 would go. So let's see what the H is like. We'll give it a spread. So I've already cleaned off the G2. This is the highest pitch Munnharpe I ordered outside of the Munnharpe Mini. Let's see how it compares in size. Yeah, it is just a touch longer, it looks like, than the A2. Similar stylish recurve. The harping. Hearing a little bit of zingy. Ooh, that's got some brain sparkle on that. Oh, that's got a ghost in the sound. I love that. I want to keep that harp so bad, but I'm not going to, because oh, there's 2 harps in G2. Hold on, let's just play another harp in G2. Are they all that fire? Oh, dude, I love that harp so much. But I've got so many harps in G2 and F2. I should leave that. I'm going to leave that Munnharpe on the website because I want somebody to get that harp. Let's see if this other G2, I think there's 2 G2 I ordered from him. Let's see if this other G2 is massive fire like that one was. And I'm betting some of the other F2s are fire as well. Let's play this other G2. Is it the same length? Is it similar? This one I just played definitely has a ghost in it. I love it. Oh! It's got sparkle too. That one's actually a touch cleaner. Yeah, I love that. That one I played initially, that one has a ghost in the backside of it. This one's a little bit cleaner, a little bit more precise. Okay, let's on to the last one. Let's get a sip of water. Lots of talking, lots of jaw harp playing. Keep hydrated or drink when you're thirsty. And I've heard people debating, I've heard people saying hydration was sold to us by beverage companies. You can trust in, if you're thirsty, drink some water. And that's what I'm drinking here. Water's the way. And plus the water's super wet. I like it. This water might have been drank by a dinosaur. Okay, let's check out. Oh, there it is. That is the thumbnail right there. That is the Munnharpe in H. This is an experimental Munnharpe. He said, I don't know how it's going to go. Iverson did when I was messaging and talking to him. I'm seeing really tight gaps, especially toward the part that goes in front of the mouth. Generous relief at the end. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely a B2. We're getting softer. I notice his lower pitch harps, softer, more buttery. Yeah, yo, yeah. Yeah, I don't have to play that harp anymore. That harp's going to my collection. This one, I'm gonna leave the F2 with the ghost in it. And there's a lot of harps here I hadn't played. Let's just play. I guess how many minutes we got? We got 16 minutes. Let's just play one more of the F2s. I want to play one more F2. One more harp in F. F's one of those letters where you can spell the word by with other letters. You can spell the word F with E-F-F. F. You want to put some oomph on it. F. Okay, let's check out this F. Make sure you don't want to put a harp with rubbing alcohol on it in your mouth. So you want to make sure it's clean and dry. Let's try this F here. Nice recurved trigger. I don't even really have to check the... Ooh, that one's got super ultra medium. What are you going to sound like? Ooh! I just know it. Like sometimes when a harp, my first pluck or two of it, I got shivers on the back of my neck from this F2. Yeah. Oh, when I play that, I just imagine, I'm like, I wonder what it looks like, the countryside in Norway in the spring. That's the feeling I get from this harp. Anyways, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Make sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them old. And if anybody's interested in these, you go to theharpery.com to the Iverson Munnharpe page, or you can just click the link down in the description, and here at the end, something's going to pop up. I love y'all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them old. Blah, blah, blah. Harp out. I'm going to end playing the B. The b-b-b. Why do we like the tuning around B so much? Is it because my last name has like 3 B's in it and only 1 E? And nobody can spell the last name Bebb. It's spelled B-E-B-B. You try to iterate that over the phone. Nobody can get it because there's just too many B's, not enough E's. 3/4 of my name is B's. I love y'all. Harp out. Ooh, Munnharpe muting. I sat back up.